Hello everyone, I am Crick Coder and in this video I am doing a review of the first match of the IPL between RCB and SRH. IPL started with a complete domination by the RCB. Uh, they dominated the game in their batting. They played like champions, stuck to their plans which they made and executed them and won the match with 26 balls to go. It was fastest chase in the IPL where the score was about 200. So with 23 balls remaining and by 6 wickets, they chased down 202. So such was their domination with their bat. So let's start by going to the beginning of the match. So it was a home game for RCB at the Chinnaswamy Stadium, and RCB won the toss and, as expected, decided to bowl first. At Chinnaswamy, most of the teams decide to bowl first because it is a smaller ground and it becomes easier to chase under the lights, and the D also makes it easier. So let's start by looking at the playing 11. So RCB went with Phil Salt, Virat Kohli, Devdutt Padikkal, who was the impact player. He came in the second innings to bat, and then Rajat Patidar, Jitesh Sharma, Team David, Romario Shepherd. So no Jacob Bethel. Then Krunal Pandya, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Abhinandan Singh, Suyash Sharma, and Jacob Duffy, who were the subbed out. So the only surprise or the not unexpected pick is Abhinandan Singh, who made his debut along with Jacob Duffy. So this overall, 11 looks very strong and very balanced. So now let's go to the through the SRH 11. So SRH went with Travis Head, Abhishek Sharma, Ishan Kishan, Nitish Kumar Reddy, Henry Klaasen, Salil Arora, Aniket Verma, Harsh Dubey, Harshal Patel, David Payne, Jaydev Unadkat, and Ishan Malinga. So David Payne came in as the impact player in the first innings itself, at the end of the innings, and it was his debut also. They they didn't pick Liam Livingston, who was in fact listed as an impact player at the start of the match. But they could have used him, but their bowling would have lacked proper bowling option, and I think they might have kept him in case they had a collapse in the batting and they needed some extra batting, and they were if they were short on some runs, then I think they might have uh, gone with him. He can give overs, but he is not the proper bowler uh, which they want. Looking at their bowling lineup, which is not that strong. So yeah, so their bowling is where they are struggling. Uh, the combination which they require, they are not having it. So they require someone who can bowl in the power play, who can swing the ball. But they have bowlers generally who are bowling in the middle overs, like Harshal Patel, Jaydev Unadkat, Ishan Malinga. So most of the time they bowl in the middle overs. They use their slower deliveries and the cutter, but they are lacking a player or a bowler who can give them the wickets in the power play. So now let's look at the scoreboard. So in the first innings, Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma opened the innings, and for RCB, Jacob Duffy and Bhuvneshwar Kumar started the innings. So it was Duffy was on his debut, and they both Bhuvi and Duffy bowled extremely well. Uh, on their opening spell, put SRH on the back foot, and because of this opening spell, Duffy got a player of the match. He bowled 4 overs straight in this spell, and then he was subbed out at the seventh over. So both of them, Duffy and Bhuvneshwar Kumar, bowled according to their plans as per the batsmen. So they didn't give much room for Fade and Abhishek to open their arms, and they kept their lines tighter, closer to the body, which restricted, their batsmen's scoring options. And with this kind of plan, Duffy got both of them out uh, very cheaply because they both are the main batters for SRH. When any one of them uh, go well, SRH put a very good score on the board. So Jacob Duffy finished the figures of 4 overs, 22 runs, 3 wickets, economy of 5.5, 13 dot balls, and a wide. So he was, after finishing his spell, he was immediately subbed out, and they brought in Padikkal, who fielded for the rest of the match and came one down in the second innings. So Travis Head got out to Duffy, scored 11 of 9 balls with 2 fours and a strike rate of 122. Abhishek Sharma also got out to Duffy, scored 7 from 8 balls with 1 6, strike rate of 87. Then one down Nitish Kumar Reddy came at 4, one down Ishan Kishan had come, and Duffy got a wicket of Nitish Kumar Reddy also for 1. He faced 6 balls, strike rate of 16. So these 3 wickets Duffy took and put SRH on the back foot. So they bowled a good line to them and got them out uh, very early in the power play. So at number 3, Ishan Kishan came and he batted very well. Uh, he formed a partnership with Henry Klaasen, who came in at number 5. They both played very well. They kept the scoring rate close to 10 uh, because they lost the 3 wickets, and it was important for them to keep the scoring rate high because it was a good wicket. No, it was just a good bowling by Duffy and Bhuvi that put the brakes on the SRH power play. So they formed a good partnership, Ishan Kishan and Klaasen, and they were looking for a very good finish. As you can see here, they lost a third wicket in the fifth over, and after that, they formed a very good partnership and lost the next wicket at 14 overs. If you look at their run rate also, after the 3 wickets fell in the fifth over, they increased their run rate and brought it close to 10. It was moving around 9 and 10. So before the fall of the next wicket, they brought it around a 10 run mark. So they played very good in that partnership. But then, as in the 14th over, SRH were looking for a good finish. Romario Shepherd, came to ball, and he took the wicket of Klaasen with Salt taking the catch on the boundary. So this was a controversial catch as Salt was very close to the boundary. The third umpire was called on to check the catch if it is clean, and I felt the umpire could have checked a bit more angles, but he uh, checked 1 or 2 angles and he ruled Klaasen out. I personally felt that boundary cushions moved a bit when Salt was closer to the boundary. He had the ball in his hand and he was kind of almost sitting on the cushions before he got up quickly. And I think there was a slight touch in the normal playback, not in the slow motion. In the normal playback, I saw a movement on the boundary cushions. It was a slight movement. It was not a big movement of the cushions. So if it was checked from other angles, from the back, from the boundary, from any other angles, or from the top side, uh, it could have been the decision could have been different. I think the umpire should have taken some more time because it was very close. He was very close to the boundary, and it looked like as if the umpire was in a hurry and he made his decision quickly because it was a big wicket of Klaasen. He is a very dangerous player, and he was hitting well on 31 of 22 deliveries with two fours and one six with a strike rate of 140. He was looking very good, and they were looking to tee off with both Ishan Kishan and Klaasen set batters. And this wicket of Klaasen was a huge one for SRH because after this, for the next, including this over and for the next 5 overs, they lost a wicket every over. And so after Klaasen got out, Salil Arora came in and got out to Suyash Sharma in the next over, scoring 9 runs of 6 balls with a 1-6, a strike rate of 150. Then the next over, the set batter Ishan Kishan lost his wicket uh, to Abhinandan Singh at 80. So he scored 80 runs of just 38 deliveries with 8 fours and 5 sixes, strike rate of over 210. So this wicket was uh, due to Salt Salt's spectacular catch. He ran to his right on the boundary. Ishan Kishan was looking to attack, and he ran to his right and dived in the midair and plucked the ball out of thin air. The ball stuck in his hand, and it was a very, very, very good catch. And this wicket, put more breaks on the SRH scoring. So next they had Aniket Verma and Harsh Dubey who were on the crease. But next, the next over again, Harsh Dubey went out. After that, Harshal Patel lost his wicket. But Aniket Verma was there. He was scoring some runs and he was batting very sensibly. He hit some very good looking shots, very huge sixes. One of them was around 100 meters. So he scored 16 runs in the second last over and got out on the last ball of that same over to Romario Shepherd. So he was just looking to time the ball for a single, but he timed it very well so that it carried to the fielder and Kohli took the catch. So he went out on 43 of 18 balls, 3 fours, 4 sixes with a strike rate of 238. So before this, Kohli had dropped his catch also. Because of that, he scored more runs. Otherwise, the SRH would have finished below 200. So in the last over, Unadkat and David Payne, who came in as an impact player replacing Travis Head, they made sure that the score crosses 200 and it finished on 201. Now, if we look at the bowling card, Jacob Duffy bowled outstanding spell, got the player of the match. Then Booby also bowled 2 overs in the power play and 2 overs later the end. Bowled 4 overs, 31 runs, 1 wicket, economy of 7.75, 9 dots and 2 wides. Then Abhinandan Singh, who was on his debut, he bowled 3 overs for 38 runs, took the wicket of Ishan Kishan, economy of 12.6, 7 dot balls. Then Romario Shepherd, who was very expensive, 4 overs, 54 runs, but he picked up 3 wickets and very important wickets of Klaasen, Aniket Verma, and Harsh Dubey. 5 dot balls and 1 wide. Suyash Sharma, 3 overs, 28 runs, 1 wicket, economy of 9.33. And Krunal Pandya, 2 overs, 26 runs, with economy of 13. He was expensive. So SRH gave them a target of 202. But looking at the SRH bowling lineup and RCB batting lineup, the target looked short. We'll go to the second innings. In the chase, Phil Salt and Virat Kohli opened the innings, and for SRH, Nitish Kumar Reddy started bowling with Unadkat, and Unadkat picked up the wicket of Salt in the second over itself. And after this wicket, then came the impact player Devdutt Padikkal, who smashed the SRH bowlers, scoring 61 of 26 deliveries with four sixes and 7 fours, with a strike rate of 234. So he was hitting the ball very well, timing the ball, and scoring rate was very high. If you see the RCB scoring run rate, so it was around 12 to 13 runs per over, and they continued with that scoring rate. Look at the score. The bomb is very high above SRH, and they kept the scoring rate very high. Even on the Manhattan, you can see the buildings are about 10 runs per over, 10, 15, above 15. So they kept the scoring rate very high. And Virat Kohli, the chase master, as usual, he continued with his game, playing low risk shots, and because he didn't need to attack as others were attacking, and they were easily getting 12 to 13 runs per over. So then Padikkal lost his wicket to Harsh Dubey, and after that Rajat Patidar came and he scored. Again, he continued what Padikkal was doing and scored 31 of just 12 deliveries with 2 fours and 3 sixes, strike rate of 258.33. So here at this stage, they were uh, well above the required run rate, and it was just a matter of time that they finished the game, as Kohli was still not out, and he also started scoring some boundaries after this. So in after Rajat Patidar got out, the next delivery Jitesh also got out. So both these wickets were taken by David Payne, who was bowling. His speed was around 125, and he was bowling slower deliveries of around 112. So he picked up his 2 back-to-back wickets and gave away only 2 runs. So yeah, it was the 13th over, picked up 2 wickets and gave only 2 runs. So here, little the scoring rate got a little slow, but then Team David and Virat Kohli finished the match in the next few overs, next 2-3 overs. They finished the match in the 16th over. So Virat Kohli finished on 69 with of 38 balls, 5 fours and 5 sixes, strike rate of 181. Only from the RCB batting lineup, only Phil Salt missed out, and Jitesh Sharma, who got out on the first ball. Phil Salt made 8 runs of 7 balls with 2 fours, striking at just 114. And Team David also scored 16 runs from 10 balls, hitting a boundary and a 6 with a strike rate of 160. So SRH bowling didn't look up to the mark. Uh, they lacked options and they were looking very weak. And RCB, completely, dominating them, finishing the chase in the 16th over was a very big domination. Also, Ishan Kishan, the SRH captain, also didn't have a good match. With the bat, he was very good, scored 80 runs with a strike rate of over 210. But in the keeping also, he gave away 2 boundaries, buys which he should have stopped the fast bowlers. And because the bowlers were bowling slower balls into the pitch, he was many of the balls he was getting 1 bounce. So I think he should have uh, been a little better because he is the captain and he should be leading them from the front. So if we go to the bowling lineup, Nitish Kumar Reddy 2 overs 19 runs, economy of 9.5 with 5 dot balls. Jaydev Unadkat 3 overs 29 for 1 at 9.66. And David Payne 3 overs 35 runs, 2 wickets, economy of 11. Harsh Dubey 3 overs 35 with 1 wicket, again with economy of 11.66. And Ishan Malinga 2 overs 35 runs, 17.5 economy, very expensive. And Harshal Patel 2.4 overs 39 runs at the rate of 14.62. So the SRH bowling overall didn't look up to the mark, and it was a very huge win for RCB. So as you can see, they finished it in the 16th over, and they dominated the game throughout the match. They kept their run rate over 12, 13 throughout their innings. Such was, their domination. And also, if you look at the scores, only after the 13th over, there was 1 over which went for only 2 runs, and after that, another low scoring over. But then they finished with a 15 and 18 run over, which completed in the domination. Now we'll look at the points table. So as you can see, RCB at the top spot. Only one game is done, so they won that match, so they are on top. But their run rate is 2.9, which is a very big at the start of the match of the season. And similarly, Hyderabad are at negative 2.9. So that's it in this video. Let me know your thoughts about this video in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.